Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Vintage Cottage, and I am here today with some really pretty stuff for you. I've had most of these before. I've been accumulating more over the past 6 months or so. For today's video, I am going to waive the $5 minimum so you can order whatever you want. But keep in mind that, and I'm also going to offer for US and Canada up to for US only, $3 shipping if it's light enough to go first class mail, and then $5 if it has to go priority mail. That's the shipping for US. Outside of the US, I will charge half what the shipping cost would be. So half off shipping outside of the US, and inside of the US, $3 for first class mail and $5 for priority mail, and that's a discount as well. So that being said, the instructions on how to order are in the description box down below, and I'll list everything down there as well. As things sell out, I will mark them sold down below as quickly as I can as I get through the emails. So without further ado, before I forget, my challenge and giveaway is still going on. My challenge for the seniors is still going on through the end of April. So you still have time to participate. And there's one other thing I was going to say. Oh yeah, I have a playlist on my channel for items that I still have for sale. I don't know if any of you have been to tried to go to my Etsy shop. I have closed my Etsy shop. I wasn't selling much that way. And the things I did sell were traffic coming from my YouTube channel. So I figured I'm going to keep on selling through YouTube like I have for the past probably five or more years. So I've closed my Etsy shop. So if you are looking for something that I have for sale, you'll find it in my items still for sale playlist here on YouTube. Okay, all right, let's get started. Lot C is a medallion. It is heavily beaded. It measures 12 inches by about 3 3/4 at the smallest point. It has clear sequins, pearl beads, and here you can see, hold on a second, let me turn on the light. There we go. And that's what it looks like. Excuse me. So that is Lot C. I have 4 of these available, and these are $2.50 a piece. Lot D is also a medallion, a larger one. Am I all the way up? This one measures 18.5 inches this way by about 7 inches at the widest point. It is on a tool background. It looks like you can take the tool off if you choose to, and this also can be cut up into smaller. It's comprised of smaller appliques, 2 little medallions and 2 larger appliques there. This one has clear sequins as well, and pearl beads. There are some rice beads. Here's the little medallion at the top, and then the appliques coming down both sides, and then another medallion at the bottom there. So this is Lot D. I only have 2 of these available, and they are $4.50 a piece. Lot E, F, and G are from the same dress. They have like a dark cream sequins, that are kind of iridescent. This one I'm calling the double swirl. It has bugle beads and kind of a cream sequins and little pearl, little seed beads as well. And that's what this looks like. And it has some iridescent sequins in the center there. I can't tell if I think these are iridescent as well. So that is, come on, Lot E. I have 11 of these available, and they are $1 a piece. Excuse me. Lot F is this larger one here. It measures 9.5 by about 4 inches at the widest point. Same thing, this one has the bugle beads and the iridescent sequins and the dark cream sequins. This one you can cut up into smaller pieces, which I have done here. This is it uncut, and this is what you can get 5 little appliques out of one of these, and that's what the little ones look like. One like that. You've got this one. You've got this one, and this one here. So this is Lot F. I'm calling this flower clusters. I have 22 of this one available, and it's $1.50 a piece. You'll get it like this. And then from the same dress, Lot G, same type of dress, is this one here with all the dangles coming off of it. There are 4 flower clusters and dangles. The applique part measures 4.5 by about 4.5, the flower part, and then the dangles are about 4 inches long. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? And you can probably cut this up a little bit further as well if you wanted to. This one has some large pearl beads, and then there's the pretty dangles with a very large teardrop at the bottom. So this is Lot G. Come on. I have 22 of these, and they are $4 a piece. That's Lot G. Lot H is a set. Now we're going to move on to some, well, there's some in here with bling. There's one that's not. A set of 3 little crystal appliques, clear crystals, prong set, and then little seed beads in here and around. Isn't that pretty? Where am I on H? Look at the shine on that. This is Lot H. It's a set of 3 for $2.25, and I have 14 sets available of this one. Lot I is a little applique with iridescent sequins and large pearl beads. It's like a grape cluster. Oh, I didn't say for the hearts, they are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. That's the size on the hearts. This one measures 3 inches by 2.5. I don't know which way is 3. I think this is 2.5, and that's 3. And that's what this one looks like. Large pearl beads there. This one, I have 11 available right now, but I actually have more that were supposed to have been arrive yesterday, and they didn't. I'm hoping they're going to arrive today. Lately my mail has been bouncing around Orlando, Florida for a couple of days before it finally makes it down to me in Kissimmee, Florida. And it's right now it's bouncing around Orlando, so I don't know if it's going to come today or Monday, but I have more of these on the way. So I will let you know if you're wanting to order these, and you might have to wait until Monday before I can put the order together. So this is Lot I. I'm selling these individually for $1.25 a piece, and that is Lot I. Lot J, now we're moving into the all bling. Lot J is a little bling cluster. It is Aurora Borealis crystals. They're prong set. You can see you've got the kind of like flower and leaf over here, and then the individual flower. It's on a chain mesh backing. They're set in gold. So isn't that pretty? Gorgeous. You can, with the right tool, you can cut this apart. Cut these apart individually if you want, but this is what you're getting. Lot J, where am I? These are $1.50 a piece. They are gorgeous, great focal point for any project. It measures 2 inches by about 3/4 of an inch at the widest point here. So that's Lot J. Lot K is the same thing, but in pink. Pretty pink. And the back on this one is silver. Same thing, you can cut it apart or use it on your project just like that. This is also $1.50 a piece. And I have a bunch of both of those. Lot L, oops, is a set of 3 of the flowers. And this is the Aurora Borealis one on gold, is Lot L. These are a set of 3 for $1. Lot M, oops, is a set of 3 pink ones for $1. And they're the ones on the silver. Lot N is a champagne color set of 3, and these are on silver, kind of they're called champagne. It's kind of almost an amber or a light brown. Very pretty. This one I only have a few of. These were like left over from a previous sale where I got the champagne ones. So that's Lot N, $1 for 3 as well. Lot O is this gorgeous piece. Obviously Aurora Borealis. It measures 4 inches by 2.5 inches. And isn't that gorgeous? This one is $2.25 a piece, and I have 18 of these available. Lot P is even bigger. These are all prong set crystals. Aurora Borealis again. This one measures 7 inches long by 2.5 inches. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. So Lot P is $3.25, and I have 10 of these available. Hold on, let me put this back up here because I'm going to need all the space I can for these next ones. These next lots are from a dress, a whole dress that I purchased, and I've been working for a week to try to get this dress apart. It is heavily beaded. I'm going to show you, start off with just one sleeve. It had the little cap sleeves on it, and it's all this beaded fabric. Iridescent white sequins, bugle beads, seed beads. This is one of the sleeves. This is lot Q. It measures 9.5 inches by 13 inches. I don't know which direction is 13, which one's 9.5. But it is heavily beaded. Let me show you the detail of this. It's on a fine net. Here's the part around the bottom. Pretty scalloped bottom, and then all these pretty flowers with kind of leaves coming off of them, and there's the detail on the flowers. It's totally covered. So I did an experiment on the other sleeve. This sleeve, I am asking $8 for the sleeve, and I did an experiment because I wasn't sure if this would be able to be cut up, and what I did is I backed this on a fusible webbing. I used Heat and Bond. I used the one that, there's two different ones. The one in the red package you can't sew through, and there's one in a purple package that you can use and sew if you're like sewing fabric that's been fused with this. So I fused the back of this because you can see it's covered in all the threads. So if you cut something, you're gonna lose the beads, cut a thread. So I fused the whole back of this in Heat and Bond, and then I was able to successfully cut this fabric up. Now the next two lots are going to be the rest of the dress, some panels on the back and the front. But from this I got the border, that pretty border that can be put on something. I got 8 flowers. So all of those flowers. I probably could have cut this up differently if I had looked at the pattern more closely to put some of these leaf parts with the flowers, but all of these pieces, and then a whole bunch of little miscellaneous, all of these little miscellaneous pieces as well. So I was successfully able to cut this fabric apart, all of that. And all of that came off of that one sleeve. So you got lots to work with there. I have one sleeve left. This one is $8. Now let me put this away so I can bring the rest of the dress. This dress was a bear to try to just get it cut apart into these different panels, because there was a lining on it, and I had to carefully go up the seams. Okay. This is lot R. This is half of the back. I'm going to paint in a second. It measures 41 inches by 8 inches at the widest point, which is probably about here. Here's the top where the collar was and where the sleeve was. And then you've got all of all of that, and then you have the scallop around the bottom, and here's where there was a slit up the back of the dress. So all of that is lot R. I'm asking $25 for lot R, and I have two of them, two of this size, because you have this two of the back. There's, oh, I think I counted how many of just the flowers. There's like 41 flowers on here. So that is lot R, and lot S is the front of the dress. It's like two of lot R. Okay, and this weighs, package, this is going to weigh more than a pound. That's how much beadwork is on this panel. So lot S measures 39 inches long by 18 inches wide at the widest point, which is here. There's the top of the dress. Look at all that you have just right there. Hold on, I'm going to do this without catching it. You've got all of this. It's the whole front of the dress. You've got enough stuff to keep you supplied for a year with this. I only have one of this, obviously. It's the front of the dress. I am asking $45 for this. I have another dress that's beaded, not as heavily beaded as this, but it does have beaded fabric on it that I'm going to be working on, trying to get it cut up into manageable sizes. So that's it for today. I'm still working on appliques. I may be able to offer some applique grab bags coming up in the not so distant future. Let me keep this. Next weekend, this coming week, I'm planning to go through all of my linens and laces and get them all organized and figure out how much of it I am willing to part with. That is so hard for me to do. I love this stuff and I don't want to part with it because I love using it in my projects and my journals. But I am planning to pare down some of it, so I will be destashing next weekend, hopefully, some linens and laces, vintage and antique linens and laces. So stay tuned for that. But this is all for today. Bye for now.